All right, so get ready because we're going deep into chapters 20 and 21 of Prisoner of Azkaban.
Okay.
It's, the climax of the book.
Right.
And we're going to kind of unpack all the twists and turns, especially for students who are maybe reading this for school
Oh, absolutely.
and trying to figure out how to answer some of those tricky chapter questions.
Yeah.
We've got time travel, we've got a daring escape, and we've got a mysterious Patronus all kind of swirling around this question of whether Sirius Black is innocent or not.
And I think one of the most interesting things that happens in these chapters is we see the aftermath of the Shrieking Shack incident play out from, multiple perspectives.
Yeah.
Particularly the contrast between what the characters believe and what we as the audience know to be true.
That's true, yeah.
So it creates this really interesting dramatic irony.
Yeah, it's like watching a train wreck in slow motion.
Uh-huh.
You know what's about to happen,
Right.
but you can't stop it.
Exactly.
Like, for instance, we've got Snape rushing off to tell Fudge his version of events, painting himself as, the hero who captured Sirius.
Right. Right.
He even claims that Harry gave him that nasty cut on his face.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
But we know he's conveniently leaving out some major details.
It's more than just convenient omissions, though.
Yeah.
I mean, Snape deliberately manipulates the situation.
Yeah.
He uses really emotionally charged language, playing on Fudge's distrust of anything that's considered, dark magic.
Yeah, he's definitely playing to his audience.
Absolutely. And he even suggests that Harry, Ron, and Hermione were under a confundus charm cast by Sirius.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Which just further reinforces Fudge's existing prejudice against Harry.
And it's so frustrating to read as, someone who's rooting for Harry.
Right.
And then you see Harry and Hermione wake up in the hospital wing.
Yeah.
Desperate to tell the truth.
Yeah.
They know that Sirius is innocent.
Mm-hmm.
They know that Pettigrew is the real culprit.
Right.
But Fudge just completely dismisses them.
He doesn't want to hear it.
And even Madame Pomfrey, bless her heart,
Yeah.
insists on keeping them quiet and resting.
Right.
And, even force-feeding Harry chocolate.
A little bit much for a hospital visit, don't you think?
I mean, I like chocolate,
Yeah.
but I don't know if I need it when I'm in the hospital wing.
Maybe not the best medicine at that moment,
Right, yeah.
but I think it really highlights the power dynamics at play.
Yeah.
How easily adults can just dismiss children's voices,
Right.
even when those children are telling the truth.
Yes.
And this theme of adults not believing children runs throughout this whole book.
That's true. Yeah.
And, it just makes it even harder for Harry and Hermione because they don't have any physical proof to back up their claims.
Well, and even Dumbledore,
Right.
who, you would think he's the adult in the room who you can trust.
Yeah, you would think so.
He believes them,
Right?
but he's stuck because he can't act against the ministry without solid proof.
Yeah, he's in a really difficult position.
So what are they supposed to do?
Well, that's where the time turner comes in.
Oh, okay.
This incredibly risky yet brilliant solution.
Okay, hold on, because I know it's been a while since I've read this book.
Yeah.
Remind me, how did Hermione even get a time turner?
That's a good question.
That's some pretty advanced magic
Right?
for a third year.
Well, Professor McGonagall actually arranged it with the ministry so that Hermione could attend more classes than humanly possible.
Oh, that's right.
Talk about a model student.
Yeah, time travel for your homework.
Right, to ace her exams.
Wow.
But as we know, Dumbledore has something far more daring in mind for it now.
So he's essentially weaponizing Hermione's homework helper.
Exactly.
Bold move, Dumbledore. Bold move.
I mean, this is where the ethical implications of time travel really come into play, right?
Yeah.
Because, Hermione's use of it was seemingly pretty harmless.
Right. Yeah.
But Dumbledore's request is pushing the boundaries of what's considered acceptable. He's asking them to tamper with the past.
Which is, Hermione even says it's super dangerous.
Incredibly dangerous.
And she would know.
Right.
Remember all those warnings about, wizards accidentally erasing themselves from existence and causing all sorts of time paradoxes?
Exactly. And those warnings are crucial to understanding the stakes here.
Yeah.
This isn't just a whimsical adventure for Harry and Hermione.
Right.
This is a high-wire act with potentially catastrophic consequences.
Yeah, messing with time is no joke.
Absolutely not.
And initially, Harry just wants to grab Pettigrew and just be like, look, here he is.
Yeah, just expose him.
But Hermione quickly shuts that down.
I think it's a testament to Hermione's, a clear-headedness, even in a crisis.
Yeah.
She understands that messing with time is far more complex than just, plucking someone from the past.
So if grabbing Pettigrew is off the table,
Yeah.
what is the plan?
Right.
because Dumbledore seems pretty intent on saving Buckbeak.
He does.
Why is that so important?
Well, if we think about the bigger picture, saving Buckbeak is about more than just rescuing an innocent creature.
Okay.
It's actually a strategic move by Dumbledore.
Okay.
By creating a situation where the official narrative about Buckbeak's escape is questioned. He's subtly undermining the Ministry's authority
Interesting.
and planting seeds of doubt that will ultimately benefit Sirius.
Okay, so it's all about playing the long game.
Exactly.
Laying the groundwork for Sirius to eventually be exonerated.
Precisely. Dumbledore is a master strategist. He's always thinking several steps ahead.
Yeah, that's Dumbledore for you.
Right.
So they wait until the execution committee shows up at Hagrid's hut.
It's such a nail-biting scene.
I know, right? And then just as McNair's about to swing the axe, Harry sets Buckbeak free,
Such a brave move.
making it look like a natural escape.
Yeah.
I mean, it's brilliant,
It is.
but also very risky.
Absolutely. It requires perfect timing and a lot of luck.
They then hide in the forest,
Yeah.
waiting for the right moment to try to help Sirius.
Right, and what I think is so fascinating about this whole sequence is
Yeah.
how Rowling masterfully builds the suspense.
Yeah.
You know, we see Harry and Hermione balancing their desperation to save Sirius with this need for caution and secrecy.
Right.
And it's a constant reminder of the high stakes involved
Yeah.
and the potential consequences if they mess up.
If they slip up even for a second.
But even for a second, and just when you think things can't get any more intense,
Yeah.
bam, the werewolf transformation.
Yeah.
Ron gets dragged into the shrieking shack, and then the Dementors show up.
Poor Hermione.
I know.
Some sheer terror.
I mean, who wouldn't?
And the arrival of the Dementors really raises the stakes.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, remember, these creatures feed on happiness and hope,
Yeah.
leaving their victims with nothing but their worst memories.
Yeah, they're awful.
So their presence adds this layer of psychological horror to the scene.
Right.
It really underscores the very real danger that Harry and his friends are in. But then, out of nowhere, this dazzling silver Patronus appears
Oh, yeah.
and drives the Dementors away.
It's a stunning moment.
And at first, Harry thinks it's his dad.
Right.
Talk about a heart-stopping moment.
This is where the brilliance of Rowling's writing really shines.
Oh, for sure.
She plays with our expectations.
Yeah.
You know, using dramatic irony to create this moment of intense mystery and anticipation.
Yeah, she's a master at that.
We, the audience, know the truth about the Patronus.
Right.
But Harry is left grappling with this seemingly impossible appearance.
And it's just so emotional.
Oh, incredible.
You know, this longing that Harry has to connect with his father.
Right. It's a really powerful moment.
And you can feel it in that scene.
It speaks to the power of the Patronus itself, right?
Yeah.
This manifestation of hope and love
Yeah.
and the ability to overcome fear.
Yeah, it gives me chills every time I read it.
Me too.
Every time.
Every time. And it really just underscores this like deep longing that Harry has for this connection with his deceased father. And it also speaks to the symbolic power of the Patronus itself, right?
Yeah.
It's this manifestation of hope and love and the ability to overcome fear.
Yeah, I mean, they still have to get Sirius out of there, though.
Right, right.
So they see Snape carrying their unconscious bodies back towards the castle, and the clock is ticking. They know time is running out.
Yeah.
Then McNair, the executioner, leaves to go get the Dementor.
Right.
And that's when Harry and Hermione make their move.
Yeah, they seize the opportunity.
Mount Buckbeak, fly up to the window of Flitwick's office where Sirius is imprisoned.
It's such a daring escape.
And the scene atop the tower
Yeah,
is really pivotal for their relationship.
absolutely.
You know, Sirius expresses just overwhelming gratitude.
Yeah.
And his words to Harry, "You are truly your father's son,"
Oh, yeah.
really cement their bond
Uh-huh.
and kind of hint at a connection that goes even beyond, you know, Godfather and Godson.
Yeah, it's a real recognition of Harry's inherent courage and his potential to live up to his father's legacy.
It's such a heartwarming moment, seeing them finally reunite after all they've been through.
Right, but of course,
Of course.
things can't be that easy in the world of Harry Potter.
No.
While they wait for the right moment to return to the present,
Yeah.
Harry has to watch the whole scene at the Shrieking Shack unfold again.
Oh, man.
Can you
I
imagine
can't even imagine.
this painful replay of the night his parents were murdered,
Yeah.
and he can't do anything to change it?
Oh, it's heartbreaking.
It really shows his growing maturity, though,
Okay.
and selflessness,
Okay.
because he has the chance to interfere,
Uh-huh.
you know, to try and capture Pettigrew himself.
Yeah.
But he resists. He understands the importance of following Dumbledore's instructions and the danger of altering the past.
Yeah.
It's a tough lesson,
Yeah.
but he's learning to prioritize the greater good, even if it means personal sacrifice.
It's definitely not easy being Harry Potter.
Definitely not.
Then things get even more chaotic when Lupin transforms into a werewolf.
Right.
Harry and Hermione have to flee with Buckbeak,
Yeah.
take him back to Hagrid's empty hut.
Yeah.
And this is where everything comes full circle for Harry.
Oh, okay.
He sees the Dementors closing in on Sirius,
Right.
and he knows someone's about to conjure that Patronus.
Yeah.
He runs toward the lake,
Yeah.
desperately hoping to see his father again.
He's so desperate for that connection.
Yeah.
It's a reminder of the emotional toll that Voldemort's actions have taken on Harry and how deeply he craves a sense of family and belonging.
When no one appears,
Yeah.
the truth finally hits him.
Oh, yeah?
He was the one who conjured the Patronus all along.
Wow.
He casts the spell, and this magnificent silver stag bursts forth.
Oh, it's breathtaking.
The same form as his father's animagus.
The symbolism there is just incredible.
It really is. I mean, the Patronus charm is incredibly difficult to master.
Oh, yeah, especially for someone so young.
Especially for someone so young.
I mean, it requires focusing on a powerful, happy memory.
Right, which is difficult for Harry.
Incredibly difficult, given his past.
So it really speaks volumes about his inner strength.
Absolutely.
And the depth of his love for his parents.
It's like James is there with him,
Yeah.
fighting by his side.
But then, just as quickly as it appeared,
The
Patronus vanishes. Poof.
Just like that.
Gone.
Back to the present.
Safely tucked away in their hospital beds
Yeah.
before anyone even realizes they're gone.
It's almost as though time itself is protecting its secrets.
I mean, Sirius and Buckbeak are free,
Yeah.
but Pettigrew
Oh, that slippery little rat.
has escaped yet again.
The escape of Pettigrew might seem like a defeat,
Yeah.
but it's actually a crucial plot point.
Okay.
It sets the stage for the ongoing conflict between Harry and Voldemort,
Uh-huh.
and it reinforces this idea that even in moments of victory, there can be setbacks.
It keeps us on the edge of our seats,
Oh, absolutely.
wondering what's going to happen next.
Right, so what does it all mean?
Yeah.
The truth has been revealed.
Yeah.
Innocent lives have been saved,
Uh-huh.
but the fight is far from over.
Yeah, I mean, it's mind-boggling to think about.
It is.
All the events that transpired in just a few short hours.
I know.
And while, the immediate crisis has been averted,
Right.
these chapters really raise some thought-provoking questions
They do.
about fate, free will,
Uh-huh.
and the consequences of our actions.
I think that's one of the reasons why Prisoner of Azkaban continues to resonate with readers,
Absolutely.
Even all these years later, it's not just a thrilling adventure.
Yeah.
It's a story that explores these really complex philosophical themes
Yeah.
in a way that's both accessible and engaging.
Totally. And speaking of complex themes,
Yeah.
what are the implications of Harry conjuring such a powerful Patronus at such a young age?
That's a great question.
I mean, we know he's destined for great things.
Right.
But this feels like a major turning point in his journey.
I think it definitely signals his exceptional magical abilities
Hmm.
and inner strength.
Yeah.
I mean, most wizards wouldn't even attempt the Patronus charm until much later in their training.
That's true.
And let's not forget the form his Patronus takes, right?
Right.
A stag, just like his father's animagus.
It speaks volumes.
It does, about the powerful connection they share,
Yeah.
even in death.
It's like James is watching over him,
Yeah.
guiding him along the way.
And beyond that father-son connection,
Yeah.
the Patronus itself is a symbol of hope and resilience.
Yeah. Yeah.
It represents Harry's ability to overcome fear and despair, which are qualities he's going to need in abundance as he faces the challenges ahead.
He's going to need them.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So it's exciting.
Yeah.
And also a little bit terrifying
A little bit.
to think about what he might accomplish in the future.
Right. And that sense of anticipation is what keeps us turning the pages, right?
Yeah.
We know the battle against Voldemort is far from over.
So it's not over.
And we're eager to see how Harry's powers will develop as he confronts his destiny.
These chapters also touch on this idea of truth versus perception
Oh, absolutely.
and how easily the truth can be twisted
Yeah.
or ignored.
Especially when those in power refuse to listen.
It makes you wonder about the importance of speaking up, even when it feels like no one is listening.
It's a theme that I think resonates really deeply with young readers, especially
I agree.
who often feel like their voices aren't being heard by the adults in their lives.
Absolutely.
And through Harry and Hermione's struggles, Rowling shows us that
Yeah.
even when faced with these seemingly insurmountable obstacles,
Yeah.
it's essential to keep fighting for what you believe in, to
Right.
keep searching for the truth.
Beautifully said. I mean, these chapters are just a roller coaster of emotions.
Oh, they are.
From the gut-wrenching tension of the escape
Yeah.
to that, heart-soaring moment when Harry conjures the Patronus.
It's storytelling at its finest.
It really is.
And it leaves us with this profound sense of hope and possibility,
Yeah.
even amidst, this looming darkness.
And that's the magic of Prisoner of Azkaban.
It is.
And really, the entire Harry Potter series.
Absolutely.
These stories offer us not only escapism and adventure,
Yeah.
but also these, timeless lessons about friendship, courage, and the power of love to conquer even the darkest of forces.
So well said.
So whether you're a seasoned Potterhead
Yeah?
or a first-time reader,
Right.
chapters 20 and 21 of Prisoner of Azkaban
Yeah,
are just an unforgettable experience.
they are.
It's, storytelling at its finest.
Yeah,
It blends action, suspense, and these profound themes that just linger with you
they do.
long after you close the book.
Absolutely.
We've only scratched the surface here, but hopefully this deep dive has given you some new insights, perspectives to consider
I hope so.
as you continue your journey through the magical world of Harry Potter.
I mean, these chapters are they're a roller coaster
They really are.
of emotions, from the gut-wrenching tension of the escape to that, heart-soaring moment when Harry conjures the Patronus.
It's storytelling at its finest.
It really is, and it leaves us with this, profound sense of hope and possibility, even amidst, this looming darkness.
And that's the magic of Prisoner of Azkaban.
It is.
And really the entire Harry Potter series.
Absolutely.
These stories offer us not only, escapism and adventure,
Yeah.
but also these timeless lessons about friendship, courage, and the power of love to conquer even the darkest forces.
So well said.
So whether you're a seasoned Potterhead
Yeah.
or a first-time reader,
Right.
chapters 20 and 21 of Prisoner of Azkaban
Yeah.
are just an unforgettable experience.
They are.
It's storytelling at its finest, blending action, suspense, and these profound themes that just linger with you
They do.
long after you've closed the book.
Absolutely.
We've only scratched the surface here, but hopefully this deep dive has given you some new insights and perspectives
I hope so.
to consider as you continue your journey through the magical world of Harry Potter.